Hi, I'm Natalie Belle and one of my main hobbies, what I love to do is cosplay. And for anybody who doesn't know, cosplay is basically a community where you get to dress up, kind of like Halloween, but every day, but you dress up as some of your favorite characters, most of the time fictional characters from animated series or even live action shows and just all sorts of media. And a lot of people are able to craft their costumes too, which is a really fun aspect of cosplay. It's very creative and very, kind of like fantasy type escapism in a way. It's a lot of fun, if that makes any sense.
I used to thrift a lot of my costumes from stores.
That's good.
And try to mesh it together.
Yeah, that's a skill.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of cosplayers do that, and that's how you get to find a lot of your unique articles of clothing to put something together.
Mm-hmm. For my first question, I wanted to know, how did you get started into cosplaying characters from other media?
It all began back in 2020, actually, over quarantine. It was around Halloween. I was looking at some Halloween costumes because my favorite holiday growing up was Halloween, because I always loved being able to dress up as characters. I don't know why, I just loved playing dress up. It was just a lot of fun, and then just being able to escape into a character, and then it was just a lot of fun. And so I remember there was this anime I was watching at the time, and I was like, wait a minute, I wonder if I can dress up as them, because also I would see on social media a lot, I would see what cosplay was, and then I realized it was a hobby that people tend to do on a day-to-day basis, or it's a huge part of their daily life. And then I was like, okay, I'm gonna try this costume, maybe film some videos, take some pictures, and then after I did that, I was like, oh my gosh, I love this, I want to keep doing this. And later on, I learned about conventions and just how much bigger the community expanded beyond the internet and social media. So
yeah, I remember that same experience. Halloween is my favorite holiday as well, and I've been going to conventions myself for 10 years, but I haven't really thought about cosplaying or dressing up until maybe 5 or 6 years later into it, and it's been a lot of fun doing so ever since.
Yeah, see, I didn't know about the convention world until very later on, a year after I started cosplaying, but granted that was also during lockdown, so
yeah,
there wasn't much you could do anyways.
Mm-hmm.
And then after I went to my first convention, I was like, oh my god, I'm not going to stop doing this. This is so much fun, because there's always so many nice people there.
What has been so far your favorite process in terms of cosplaying other characters from media, like designing or crafting or attending these conventions? What has been your favorite aspect of being a cosplayer?
I think my confidence, honestly. I feel like my confidence has boosted a lot, after cosplaying more and more. I'm trying to get better at crafting my own cosplays and materials, and I've actually been doing that a lot more this year. I'm working on that. I'm trying to get into sewing. But especially after going to conventions and meeting more people, like-minded individuals who are fans of the same exact things, and especially because they're just so nice. They would just be so kind and so supportive, genuinely some of the most supportive people. It just boosted my confidence so much, because I was like, okay, this is fun and games, but it isn't just some silly little hobby either. It really is truly a way to escape and just find joy in day-to-day certain mundane aspects of life, And it's just always so nice to meet other people who relate and just have the same kind of passion for that.
I could definitely understand that. I felt like also with me, my confidence has also boosted a bit attending these conventions, meeting new people who share a lot of the same hobbies, but also learning from them as well, because not just costuming fire out of nowhere, sometimes it is, but when you meet someone who actually handcrafted something, that inspires you to try and do the same, put in the same amount of effort and work that into the things you love doing.
Exactly.
So in terms of confidence, I feel like cosplay has so far been a great way at honing in a lot of those hard-working, handcrafted skills that you might have. You just unleash that.
Right, I agree, because even depending on who you grow up in your environment around, but some people can see that hobby as a silly little trivial phase type hobby, but then when you see those other people who put so much time and effort into crafting these elaborate, just such amazing quality costumes and props and whatnot, you're like, wow, you put all that time into that, you took the time out of your daily life to do that, and you're here at this convention just showing off to everybody, having like an amazing time. It really is inspiring. I've been inspired by so many people at conventions.
Yes, yeah, same here. There are plenty of people that I, at this point, now know by name, that I can point to and say, this guy is a badass, hard-working man or woman who built such incredible costumes that I just want to be able to put in that much effort into my own work as well.
I agree.
Speaking of which, do you have any favorite cosplayers or cosplay groups that inspire you over the years to keep going with this?
Let me think. I definitely do have some favorite cosplayers. Some of the ones I've met personally that like have heavily inspired me. I met them last year actually at MomoCon. They're Celebi Cosplay and Ducky Cosplay. Like I met them because I was cosplaying a duo character with my best friend, and at that convention I kept seeing them two around the convention cosplaying the same character but a different outfit that I thought was so beautiful. I was like, where did they get that? I haven't seen that being sold anywhere. And then later on in the courtyard where a lot of these cosplayers will hang out and chill and just meet each other, I saw them and I went up to them and I was like, you guys are so pretty and the costume, like, where did you get it? And they're like, it was Ducky I was talking to, and she was like, oh, I made it. And I was like, what? You made that? And so I was like, dang it, so I can't get it? And I was like, and obviously, yeah, she was like, she made it. And I was like, wow, I'm so impressed. And I was like, I need to up my game. Like, making something that beautiful, I would love to. And then I think another one of my favorite cosplayers that have also inspired me is actually, she's also a streamer. You might know her. I'm sure you know her, but a lot of people do. Okay. But Emeril, I freaking love her and her cosplays. Streaming in general. I love streaming as well. So seeing her content too, it is inspiring because I'm like, oh, these people can make it out there doing cosplay. I was like, maybe I can too. We'll see.
I met a few celeb cosplayers myself, mostly for like sparse, quick moments.
Yeah.
And seeing the work they put in their cosplays as well really did impress me a whole lot.
Exactly.
Like, as someone who wants to be a film director, I like to hire some of these people to like do either handcrafted work in my films, and it just really is impressive what they're able to do with their talents and what they accomplish. I want to be able to showcase their work to the world in creative ways, and it's awesome what they're able to accomplish. And I did meet Maggie Cosplay like a couple of times.
I met her too, actually.
Oh, really?
I met her at Anime Week in Atlanta. Oh my god.
Same here.
Really? This past year?
Yeah, this past year.
I saw her too.
Yeah, I believe it was like a Saturday. Yeah, I believe it was a Saturday.
I met her Thursday. She was so sweet. Actually, now I'm going to talk about her real quick for a split second because Maggie Cosplay was so sweet. She came up to me on Thursday and she complimented me, and she was with her friends as well, and we exchanged information. She sat with me for a minute because that was the day I went alone because my friends were too busy that day, and she was just, it was just so welcoming. Her demeanor and just attitude was just so sweet. And she just sat with me with her friends for a minute, and we were just talking and exchanged socials. And so I really hope to see her again. I love her cosplays as well. So
yeah, same here. She was very nice to me as well. And when I came up to her, it was, I wanted to do like a bunch of video shoots of cosplayers around the convention. So when I came up to her, I realized I recognized her from Dragon Con.
Oh.
And that was like the first time I met her, but the second time around, we actually stood there and talked to each other for a bit, and she actually recognized me as the Punisher at Dragon Con. I didn't think she would because it was like, again, a split moment in the con. But it's cool that she did recognize me, and we were able to talk for a bit. She was nice and everything, and she was in like the show Smile Friends.
Yes.
Yeah, she was in a cosplay of a character from that show.
Okay.
But she was cool to talk to. She was nice, down to earth. Really loved her.
Exactly. Such a welcoming personality.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I was like, oh my god. And I feel bad because she kept telling me, she was like, you have to come visit my booth, because they had a booth at AWOL, but I was so all over the place.
Yeah,
I had no chance to go stop by and say hello, but I'm hoping I'll see her again.
Yeah, it was at the booth that I actually met her, and
really?
I was like walking around all the booths trying to see what's going on, because this was my first time at Anime Week in Atlanta.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I was just curious as to what the place is going on. Has in store.
Yeah.
I didn't know that they had an 18+ area. That's a first.
Oh, I didn't even realize. I feel like there's still parts of American Atlanta I didn't explore this past year.
Yeah, it was on the other side of the convention.
They put it all the way in the corner.
Yeah, in the very corner where it's very hidden.
Yeah.
So, unless you are someone who's specifically looking for that stuff, you're probably not going to see it. It's literally. I don't think they even promote it.
I don't think so either, actually. It's just like a little hidden gem you have to find.
Yeah. And this is going to be the last question for the moment. What has been the craziest moment you've experienced while in cosplay?
The craziest moment I've experienced?
It could be anything. It could be anywhere.
Anything?
Yeah.
I don't know. Can I talk about this?
Yes!
I have one in mind, but I'm like, it's funny that this is I feel like there must be some other crazy, but when you say crazy, I'm like, this was kind of crazy, because then I was like, the heck? After. But I was walking around, actually, no, I have a better story.
Alright.
I just thought of it.
Hit me.
Okay, I was cosplaying a character that I loved growing up. It's from the music video Me, Me, Me by Teddy Lloyd.
Oh yeah, I seen that as a kid.
Yes, I loved that song. I loved the music video. I would listen to it on repeat every day growing up. And then at Anime Week in Atlanta what was it? Now, it was 2023.
Okay.
2024? No, 2023. It was 2023 Anime Week in Atlanta, so this was in October. My friend and I only went one day. It was Saturday, because I knew from attending the year prior that Teddy Lloyd would usually DJ at a certain point at the Saturday rave. And I was like, I want to see Teddy Lloyd, because the year before I hadn't gotten the chance to see him, and the year before that I also didn't get the chance to see him. So I was like, I really want to see him, because what if he plays my favorite song, Me, Me, Me? I'm sure he will, because it's it's probably his most popular song. And so
I couldn't think of anything else.
Just for that, I got the cosplay, the Me, Me, Me cosplay, with the blue hair, the pink dress, everything. My friend and I attended the rave, and we made it all the way up to the front to the rails, and then lo and behold, the song comes on, and I see like the visuals of the girl I was cosplaying dancing on the screen, and they had two other stage girls in the same exact cosplay dancing as well, and I was like, oh my gosh, this is so much fun. Like, it was just such a fun experience. And then I was recording it and everything, and then people were noticing I was dressed up as her, and then they started recording me or turning out, and it was like, that's you! And I was like, I know! And then, because I was all the way at the rails, at a certain point at the end of the song, Teddy Lloyd actually got off of his DJ set and was like going around to the people at the front of the rails. It was like saying hello to everybody, basically like putting their hands out and whatnot, like touching everybody's heads, and like he came by and he like just rubbed my head, and I was like, oh my god, I was like, that was Teddy Lloyd. And then it just felt so much more surreal being in that cosplay, especially after growing up just loving that song.
I can't imagine. It's like a full circle moment for me.
It was
being able to see and listen in person of the person who created your favorite piece of art, and being able to interact with him in some way in the cosplay that started it all. That sounds like a perfect bookend to a story, really.
It was so much fun. And then I was just like, after that, I was like, that was probably the best night of my life. I'm not gonna lie. I was like, that was the best rave I have ever been to. And then, even after that, I saw the other girls who were on the stage dancing in the same outfits, and I got pictures with them as well. Because I think I was the only other girl. Because not many people cosplay that girl since it's relatively older. It's older now. It's been, I think, over 10 years or something now.
At 2014, I think it came out.
Yeah, and so
like over 10 years.
Which is crazy now to think about. But yeah, I saw them outside after the rave had ended, and I got pictures with them. And it was so much fun because I think I was the only one dressed as the Mimi girl in the crowd. So it just felt very fun because I was like with the crowd dancing with everybody, and then everybody was just so hyped, and it was just such a positive and exciting experience. And again, just being able to like see Teddy Lloyd like right in front of me while the song is playing, it's probably my craziest memory because I'm like, oh my god, Teddy Lloyd touched my head, like what? So yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad you had a fun time there, and being able to share these stories with me really excites me more for MomoCon coming up. Can't wait for that.
Yes.
Thank you so much for taking your time, your day, answering these questions.
Thank you.
And it was really fun talking with you.
Thank you so much, Jason. It was fun talking with you too.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Hope you have a good rest of your day.
Thank you. You too.